Good morning, friends. We just woke up. Today is the day of Hurricane Ian hitting our location. When we went to bed last night, it was just starting to get windy, but it wasn't close to us yet. It was still down in like Fort Myers. I pray for everyone down there where it really devastated them the most. I cannot believe that that has happened, and it's so crazy to think that it's just a short distance away from us. But this is what it looks like right here in my backyard and my window. It's kind of hard to see out of. That fence right there will give you an idea of how windy it is. It's actually not too bad right now. I guess there's not a gust happening. There you go. It's just a little bit south of us. It's not going directly over us. It will head out to the ocean soon and then go up to like South Carolina, I think. But so far, so good. We're just hanging out with the babies. Oh, and there's Callie. My daughter's got her little baby with her right now. And this was the first baby I ever painted, guys, so you can tell.
Baby.
That's the first one I ever painted. And we've got a little Clementine, my Martin prototype by Jacqueline, Kramer, who I just adore. And then we've got Darren, my little cuddle baby by Leticia Moreno. Don't mind all these little thingy badoogers. I'm pretty sure that's frog poop because we got like a ton of frogs here in Florida. So here's the baby that my daughter has now. The olive, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to be discreet again because she's right next to me. And this is Realborn Priscilla, and as you can see, she's hardly painted. And actually, let's see if I can show you guys. The tip of her finger is broken, as you can see. And that happened before we got her. So she's not really in perfect condition. And I'm like, dang, I could like strip this kit and like paint her myself. But then I'm like, oh, but she's got a broken pinky, so, or ring finger. So would it really be worth it? I don't know. What do you guys think? You love it on your baby?
Yes.
Are you living on your baby while you eat your pirate's booty?
Mm.
Hey guys, okay, so it is now 12, which means that it's high tide for us here. And this is one of the most concerning times right now because of the surge. So even though Hurricane Ian has moved off the coast, it's just a little bit south of us. So we have to, we're a coastal town, so we have to be really aware of the tide and the surge. And this tide today at noon is like the most dangerous tide, and so all of downtown is completely flooded right now, but we live just a little bit outside the city, so we're good here. Although the retention pond in the backyard, and I have Darren with me. I should probably change their outfits because I feel like they're just always wearing the same thing in my videos. I'm never changing their outfits. But anyways, yeah, so our retention pond back here has definitely raised like 2 feet, and I swear it looks like there's only like 2 feet left. Like if you look down that way, you just can't really see out my window very well, but it only looks like there's a couple feet left before it's all the way up here, and then what? It's gonna come to our house, like, I don't know, hopefully not. So yeah, and then the other thing is that Hurricane Ian, and it's like really dark in here, guys, sorry, is turning into a hurricane again. It was a tropical storm all morning, and now that it's going over the ocean again, it is gaining strength and going back up to like 70-mile-per-hour winds, which means that it's going to be a Category 1 hurricane again once it hits South Carolina. We're not out of the danger zone yet. We are still having to be very mindful of rainfall and the surge. Not so much me personally, the surge, like at our house, but our city is. And rainfall for us would be our biggest concern, I guess. I don't know, but we've been doing good so far. And oh my gosh, I watched Misty from Kids to Cradle's YouTube channel. She's also in Florida. She's much more south than I am, but she was talking about her experiences with hurricanes because she's been in Florida for like 25 years. And I just can't imagine going through what you've had to go through, Misty. That sounds so crazy and wild, and I'm glad that you're safe and your whole family's safe and that you guys have made it through. And it's really interesting to watch your video and talk about like your experiences being in Florida with hurricanes and everything, you know, being a newbie. It's just interesting to hear someone with experience talk about it. So it was really cool to see your videos, and I'm glad that you're updating us through the hurricane. That's awesome. Isn't he just such a cutie? I love that I have a good camera now because it can really show off how handsome he is. So most of our city has been under mandatory evacuation, but not us. We're still holding strong. There's like no rain in the street, so that's good. It's windy, but it's not crazy. Like, you could go walk out there if you wanted to. But yeah, don't go near the coast because that looks crazy out there with the surge. Half the town is like underwater, and it comes in so fast with that surge. It's pretty wild. My friend was actually out driving around in it, and I was like, why would you do that? You need to get away from there. The lights have flickered a few times. We haven't lost power yet, although we are prepared to. We have some candles, a flashlight, some other little light sources. I was even thinking of taking my little floodlights inside that I have out next to the tree and bringing them inside, because you could like totally use them too if you wanted to. I saw like a cool hack where you could just buy a whole bunch of those and charge them outside and then bring them in, and they'll be your light source and you'll be set to go. So I thought it would be really cool to touch on the topic of how reborn dolls are really great ways of, they're like comfort items, like a teddy bear or like a weighted blanket. Reborn dolls can be really great in stressful situations, kind of like a hurricane, because of the way that it produces oxytocin in the body. And it can really be any kind of item that is sentimental to you, because oxytocin has the nickname the cuddle hormone, because when you cuddle something, it's a hormone that your body produces, and this hormone creates a sense of well-being in the body, and it's really, really healing to the body. It's calming to the nervous system. So it's really, really great in times of stress, as you can imagine. So if you have anxiety, if you have depression, holding one of these dolls can be really relaxing and calming to you. Now, they're also heavy and they feel like a real baby. They're weighted to feel like a real baby. And so that also has the same effect as like a weighted blanket. And I love especially holding the baby like this. And so she's right up on your shoulder. And this feels really comforting to me, like a weighted blanket. The paddleboard's out. Oh, there's a dude who paddleboards in the pond in the back, and we were totally wondering if he was gonna paddleboard during the hurricane, and he is. Yeah, so holding one of these babies is really great, just like a weighted blanket. And there's just something very comforting. But what I think makes them better than like a teddy bear is the fact that because they are realistic and they are a human child, it's very relatable to our experience, right? Our human experience, we have a different connection to this kind of a sentimental item, because this baby can remind you of somebody you know. Maybe it's the baby that you were supposed to have, or the baby you've been longing for, or who knows. I mean, this could be a child that you knew in your lifetime, and now this doll gives you a way to feel like you can connect with that child. So the fact that you can emotionally connect with the experience of these dolls that they represent to you, I think is also one of the big reasons that these dolls are really special and better, in my opinion, for certain circumstances than like a teddy bear, but also serving the same purpose with a more powerful connection to them, and why they are so powerful and why they work so well for so many people. Let me show you the paddle boarder right now. There he is, y'all. Yeah, so our water's raising. See it? It's almost to the top. Because like if you look right here, you can see how much more it has to go. It's definitely like over 2 feet higher than it usually is. So that's, hopefully it doesn't rain more than that, guys, because we ain't prepared to be flooded out, if you know what I'm saying. Well, you guys, Hurricane Ian has passed, and it is now the end of the day. We had
back to normal.
And not quite back to normal yet, but let me open so you can see out here. It's not raining anymore. It's not even really windy. So I guess, yeah, it is kind of back to normal. And it's moved off over the ocean now. So I'm pretty sure that my town is still flooded tonight. With the second high tide, it's going to flood again, probably. But the worst has passed. We made it through. My Florida initiation has been completed. Oh, I changed my baby's outfits. As you can see, we're all wearing green today. I'm gonna play a board game with my family, and I guess the next few days are going to be nice, beautiful, sunny Florida days. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and thank you so much for all of your prayers and keeping me in your thoughts. Yeah, let's pray for everyone else who's been truly affected by Hurricane Ian. Don't take anything for granted, you know, your beautiful house, your family, your safety, your health. I guess that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yes, this means I can start making babies again now that it's not raining outside.